welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And today we are back again with another EFC Women's Report. And I'm joined by the lovely Chloe to bring you all the amazing news about Everton winning so far. Well, I mean, I say amazing news, but we did lose one game, but we've won two, so it's a lot better than the men.
It's only one game.
Yeah, only the one. Only the one. But we're going to start off with a bit of positive news. The Tottenham game, which was forever ago because we've got 300 international breaks between every other game we play. We won 2-1 at home against the team that they have been struggling lately in the WSL. They sacked the manager a few weeks ago. They've had a tough run, haven't they, Tottenham?
They have had a bit of a tough run, which it's been quite sad because Tottenham are normally quite a good side, but
yeah,
you know what? They didn't even play a bad game.
No, they didn't. They pressed really well. They defended really well. And to be fair, it wasn't one of our best games. We were giving them opportunities left, right, and centre. And I think they were quite unlucky, really, when you look at it, to get away with no points. Because I think they deserved a point, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like they were strong. I mean, they did have Venter manager at the time.
Yeah.
And I thought they were gonna get at least one more. But I mean, hats off to Courtney Brosnan. She was
She was phenomenal
amazing,
that game.
making like saves left, right, and centre. And I mean, I'm surprised she didn't cover more of the pitch with the way she was going. She was just amazing. She's been so good recently.
She really has. And speaking on that, with Emily Ramsey obviously getting injured in the Lionesses squad a few months ago, Courtney Brosnan has stepped up and come back into the side, and she's just been phenomenal. I think she's going to be up there for Player of the Season for me. She's just superb. I just love watching her. She's one of the best goalkeepers, I think, in the league. And to get to
Oh,
watch her week in, week out, it's been great.
oh, 100%. I mean, I do quite like Brian's theory of like rotating the keepers every so
Yeah,
often. Like I do quite like that because it does give them like an even playing field and gives them both game time. But obviously with Rambo out, it's been really nice just to see her
yeah.
shining so much and just be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it really has been. So, as I said, we won 2-1 at home. Nicoline Sørensen scored first, her first goal back from injury. She scored in the 4th minute to put the Blues up 1-0. I was buzzing. So happy for Nico, obviously, with the comeback she's made from having that serious ACL injury. It's just been fantastic to see.
100%. And I know I said it a couple of weeks ago, but it is generally almost like watching a new player.
Yeah,
Like it's almost like she's a new player, new season. Like she has just been phenomenal. And I'm so glad to see her back and have that confidence. Because you always see some players when they come back from ACL, they're kind of a bit shyer on the pitch, like
yeah.
more careful, but not Nico. It's like she's slotted right back into the side from where she was and now incredible. But I mean, hats off to Aurora Gali, like her pass.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought Yaya was great in that game, to be honest. She was just, and it was really nice to see her and Izzy start in midfield, that because we've not seen that in a while, and to see them both start alongside each other was just great. And you could really see the midfield look strengthened with them both there,
Yeah.
and they both had a fantastic game, I thought. I think Yaya got subbed off at half time, but that first half was that she played. She was excellent.
Yeah, 100%. And I think she's so underrated as a player as well. Like I rate her so highly.
Yeah,
I think she should have been in the Italian squad for the Arnold Clark Cup
yeah.
from the start.
Yeah, I know. It was a shame that she wasn't called up, and she did eventually get the call up for the Arnold Clark Cup because when one of their players had to drop out with injury. But Yaya's the only Italian player as well in the WSL at the moment, and I think she does. She deserves more recognition than what she got because she's an all-round amazing player.
Yeah,
And
and she was the first ever Italian player to actually play in the WSL as well.
yeah, it's mad.
Like
So
I rate her so
she's
highly.
playing in the highest league in England, one of the highest leagues in women's football, and for her to not get the call up for Italy straight away was bizarre, to be honest.
Madness, but I rate her so highly, and I think she's just incredible in that midfield. And her and Izzy link up so well.
Yeah,
I love seeing that, and it's something I think we need to play on a bit more
yeah,
in future games because those two are just so good together. And I just love watching them.
Yeah, definitely the both class. Unfortunately, Tottenham did equalise halfway through the first half, which we're not going to focus too much on because we did win in the end through Aggie Beaver Jones with a stoppage time goal, which I think I nearly threw myself over the bar at Walton Hall Park celebrating because it was just a great goal, wasn't it? I think that should have been nominated, should be nominated anyway for goal of the month.
Oh,
But
yeah.
again, yeah, another cracking goal from Aggie and to win
It
it
was
as well.
it was just a beautiful goal. It was like the way she controlled the ball.
Yeah,
Like it's just something you don't see a lot of. Like it was just, oh, she's just so good and she's so young as well. Like she has got
yeah.
so much potential going forward. I know she's going back to Chelsea at the end of the season, which is quite sad.
And we don't
But
know. We don't know yet. Fingers crossed.
but
We can
yeah, the way
hope. We can hope and we can pray.
we can hope. I mean, I'm doing
She is.
fingers.
She's been being brought on as a sub, and she's an impact sub. You can see she's
Yeah,
so quick, and when you've got those tired legs at the end, and you bring on someone like her, Tottenham's defense have no chance. She is. She's just rapid, isn't she?
she's so quick. It's like she's almost like the Flash. You just go and you're like,
Yeah,
where's she going? Like she is so quick, and that is what makes her such a good player and also like a good super sub, as we like to say.
yeah,
That she can just do that. She slots right in, she knows what she's doing, and she scores goals like that. It's just phenomenal.
yeah. She really, really is. Then midweek this week, we played Brighton away from home, which was it was a very, very disappointing result. I'm going to put it out there. We got beat 3-2 away to bottom of the table Brighton at the time. I mean, they were desperate for the 3 points, had new managers, so the new manager bounce, but we weren't very good.
No, not at all. And who else then? Former Everton player Poppy Patterson to score. It seems like a recurring theme, but it's always the former players who score against us. And it's
Yeah,
just
or get the assist, just something. You're just like, can you not? Can you just
like, yeah,
right? I don't think did Poppy score? I thought she got the assist.
I don't think she did get the assist.
Right. Yeah, so
But
Poppy Pattinson, former Blue, she was only with us for a season or two, wasn't she? Last
yeah,
and then she did it last summer, make the move to Brighton. But yeah, always the way, isn't it? That we've
so it
got
was, yeah, it was
former
the
Blue
same with
man
Villa as
scoring and
well.
assisting. It's never fun.
Nope.
But yeah, it was very, very disappointing game with 2-0 to Brighton at half time. So to get 2 goals back was quite good in the second half. Again, I mention it all the time. If you see it on my Twitter, I go on daily rants about this. But the passing out from the back, I understand that Brian Sorensen's tactics if he wants us to have loads of possession and he wants, but it's not working for the players at the moment. It's clearly not a system they're comfortable with. I think, from my personal point of view, it doesn't look like they're comfortable playing that way. So, and teams are now clocking on to the fact that we are passing it out from the back constantly, and they're using that now as like that's becoming our weakness. So I'd like to see that like switched up. I think soon. I mean, we were talking before we started recording, that a couple of long balls, maybe from the keeper, or from some of the defenders, just to switch the play up, I think could really help.
Yeah, 100%. Because like it's like you said, teams are clocking onto it. They know what we're gonna do, so it's easier to get the ball.
Yeah,
And it's just like if you can take a long ball, what's the worst that's gonna happen? It will find someone. Whether it
yeah.
be one of your team, one of the other teams, somebody will find the ball. But we just need to change it up a bit and play it forwards more because it's not working and teams are clocking onto
Yeah,
that's what we keep
yeah. It's
doing.
it's a very negative mindset. I think the constant passing back, pass it back, pass it back. It's like just try and press the defensive line they have and see where it goes. But I think one positive we can take from the defeat was Katja Snoish in that game. She was playing with the match for me, got both the goals to reduce the deficit for the Blues. Again, pressed Brighton's defensive line excellently, and it's great to see her growing in confidence and getting more goals and getting assists. I just want to get your thoughts on Katja's season so far at Everton.
Yeah, I think she's been really good. And her as well, she's grown into the play and
Yeah,
grown into her position. Like she's just grown in confidence as well. If she's not nominated as player of the season, then there's something wrong because She is so good. And yeah, I really like her. I rate her so highly as well, just
Yeah,
like I do Maya. And I think she's gonna go far. I'd like her to stay. We're gonna keep her. I think
yeah,
she's just yeah, she's got so much to learn, so much room to grow. And she seems to like have such a good connection with all the players as well. Like she's got a great
yeah,
connection with Spark, who got both assists to her goals, which I
yeah,
thought was quite interesting.
yeah. Totally. She's come on loads since obviously she joined. I think maybe next season I'd like to see her obviously get more goals and get more assists because for a striker, her stats are quite low this season. But it is her first season in WSL. It's her first season at Everton. She's getting used to the league, and I think obviously you can see she's coming on loads now, and it's going to be great to see her next season.
Yeah, 100%. And just see how far she can go as well, because she's got so much more potential to drive forward and
Yeah,
get more goals.
yeah, she totally has. And then this Sunday, so yesterday at the time of recording, we won 3-2 away from home to Reading. I mean, the same result as last time, which was great. Very, very poor first half from Everton, 2-0 down after 17 minutes and conceded a very weak penalty, I thought. Yeah, very, very disappointing. Just let Reading dominate us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, we could definitely have. I mean, it was a weak penalty and it was like 2 minutes in, which always isn't ideal.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Not best conceding so early. But
No.
I just thought we were poor. I thought we were lacking. I thought we were lacking like not only confidence, but I also just thought we were lacking like one as well.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like there was nothing to play for, but it was just like,
Mhm.
why? But that second half, we still didn't play well, but I don't know what I would like to have been in a fly on the wall in Brian's dressing room to see what he said at half time to change the mentality.
Yeah. Because it wasn't like we massively, massively improved in the second half either. The Reading
No,
was still a very, very good team. And I think it would be very disappointing for result for them to not get a point out of it. But for us to get 3 points anyway is always a plus. And we're sixth in the table with 27 points, and we're 3 points behind Villa now, who are in fifth. So it's always a positive. We got goals from Hannah Bennison and a penalty from Katja Snoish as well. And then Nicolai Sørensen with the winner. Then, again, nomination for goal of the season. It was so, so good. And the assist from Yaya as well. Again, just both incredible plays. I think I would have given my player of the match to Nico as well because she was just class all the way through.
yeah, she was incredible. I don't know. I would like to know what she had for breakfast that game because she
Yeah,
was she was just rapid. And it's like we said before, her comeback is just she's just grown from strength to strength. Like she is amazing.
yeah, she is. She really, really is. Obviously, she never ever stopped in that game. She's just running up and down the wing like there was no tomorrow, really. She just
Yeah,
never ever stopped.
she didn't.
Again, Patches Noyes had a good game, I thought. Obviously, with getting the penalty as well, another goal to a tally. Hannah Bennison getting a goal as well. It's always a
Yeah, getting
positive
a goal.
because she's been out injured for a little bit. So see her come back and get a goal is good as well.
Yeah, and getting a goal on her 50th appearance for the
Yeah,
club as well.
yeah.
It's
Because obviously she's still so young, so to already be at 50 appearances is a really, really incredible result.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it was just obviously very, very disappointing first half, but to come from being 2-0 down to winning 3-2, it was just incredible, incredible game. And if you haven't seen the highlights from the game, please go and watch them. They'll be on the WSL and they'll be on Everton's YouTube channel, I think. But yeah, they were just class at class with those 3 goals. And yeah, getting those 3 points is massive because obviously now it extends the gap on Liverpool and we don't want them catching up, let's be real.
yeah.
And we're going to catch up now to Villa and hopefully be challenging, I think, that fifth
Yeah.
place spot now.
Because the entire table's so tight. It's not just like
Yeah,
tied to
yeah, it is.
the bottom, like the middle's
Yeah,
super tight as well. And it's like it's so interesting to see how it's all gonna play out and who's like because obviously Bristol have won it and are being promoted.
yeah. Which, if you haven't seen that as well, it's amazing to see. Obviously, Bristol, they've worked so hard in the championship this season, and I think they've also named that Ashton Gate's going to be their permanent stadium as well for the WSL. They've announced it today, so I think that's sick. I think
Oh,
everyone think
that is
that is a
really,
massive, massive result for them. So as they play all the WSL games at the men's stadium, it's going to be huge for them.
it's going to be huge for them, and it's also going to be like incredible as well.
Yeah.
Not just for them, but for like supporters as
And
well.
away fans as well, getting to go to those sorts of things you wouldn't usually go to. So
Yeah.
it's going to be massive. And I'd just like to talk about as well, Chloe, what you think our season's going to look like at the end. Obviously, when we get to the end of the season finishes on the 27th of May. Our last game is away to Man City, and the kickoff's at 2:30. They announced that today. They changed the kickoff times. If you didn't know, it's at 2:30 every game. For the last day of the season, I just wanted to see where do you think we're going to end up this season?
Well, I'd like to say we're gonna end like fourth or fifth. Like,
Yeah,
it's still possible
yeah,
because how tight the table is. We can still end up fourth if we try to like win every game, or even get a couple of like draws. We can still come like fourth or fifth. I
yeah.
mean, that's where I'd like to end up. But no,
Yeah, that is the ideal position. Obviously, mid-table, challenging for maybe the top four. I think maybe next season, I think we've got a chance of getting into the Champions League. Hopefully, I mean, we can all
100%.
dream, but I think obviously with the ability we've got this season and where we come from being last season to where we are now, I think if we push on again next season, we'll go even further, and
Yeah,
hopefully maybe a few cup titles under our belt. Hopefully next season
yeah,
would be lovely. Would be lovely.
like the change in mentality from Brian coming in has been like
Yeah.
absolutely incredible, and we're an entirely new team.
Yeah,
Like,
we really are.
it's been incredible to see the growth, and like Brian's a manager who you can tell really cares about the club. He cares about the fans, the players, the history of it,
Yeah,
and everything like that. You can tell when he speaks about the club how much it really means to me. It was a bit like Frank Lampard when Frank Lampard spoke about the men's team, how much passion he had for it.
yeah,
That is what I think with Brian, and what he has done in just this season, because he came in late as well.
yeah,
Like what he has done with just this half of the season compared to what he's going to do next season, it's going to be amazing.
yeah. It really is. I think we will be pushing for those Champions League places next season. And whilst we are coming towards the end of the season, who's so far? Because we're not going to put a cap on it just yet. Who's your player of the season so far?
Ooh. So I'd say for me, it's either going to be Jess Park, just because of the impact she's had
Yeah,
this season to the side, and like her goals, her assists, her power, her running speed, her ability. What she's also probably brought it like on a personal side as well as a professional side,
yeah,
because she's probably got that like fun, bubbly personality that we need as well.
yeah,
Or just recently in the second half, Courtney Brosnan, because
yeah.
she has stepped up and been insane.
Yeah, she really has. I totally agree with both of them. They've both been class this season, but I think I'd say very, very underrated player this season throughout her time at Everton is Rika Sevek. I think
Yeah.
she's so consistent and she's so underrated, and I really think she deserves more recognition. So I'm going to go with Rika so far. I think
Rika is so good.
Courtney Brosnan's a very close second. Yeah, she's definitely up there. And Emily Ramsey, I've loved watching Emily Ramsey this season, and hopefully, obviously, she'll get some more game time now. We're coming back from injury.
Yeah, 100%. Rambo has been good, and she's another one of the young players as well.
Yeah,
Like,
and hopefully
yeah,
we can sign her permanently as well because she's on loan from Man United.
I'd love to sign her permanently because I just think she's like that little breath of fresh air we need as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's incredible, and she's still got a long way to come as well, because I think she's got so much potential as well. We've all got potential. We're just we're a good team.
they really have. Thank you so much for watching. Please also make sure you watch Everton Women's next game. We are away to Chelsea on Sunday the 7th of May. I think it's on Sky Sports actually. Go check that out.
It is.
Make sure to drop a comment, like and subscribe, and keep an eye out for our next video because we'll be back soon, bring you all the updates on Everton Women. So check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.